Hello, this is Steve. If you enjoy this or any of the stories, please would you take the time to leave a meaningful comment and click on the like icon. If you want to know when the next story has been uploaded, please click on the notify bell icon to be notified. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and tell your English learning friends so they can benefit too. Thank you. Short story 154. The Big City Adventure 2. Lina stared out the airplane window, a knot of nerves twisting in her stomach. Below, the tiny houses and cars looked like a toy model village. In just a few hours she would be landing in London, a city she'd only seen in movies. Lina was from a small coastal town in Brazil. Life there was slow and peaceful, filled with the sound of waves and the smell of fresh seafood. London was the complete opposite, a bustling metropolis with a reputation for being fast-paced and exciting. Lina had always dreamed of experiencing a new culture, so when her friend Sofia, who lived in London, offered her a place to stay, she couldn't resist. She saved for months, booked a flight, and now here she was, about to embark on her big city adventure. The plane landed smoothly at Heathrow Airport. As Lina stepped out, a wave of cool air hit her face. She collected her luggage and found Sofia waiting by the arrivals gate, a wide smile on her face. "Lina, you made it!" Sofia exclaimed, giving her a hug. "Sofia, it's so good to see you," Lina said, her nerves calming down a little. Sofia helped Lina navigate the airport and onto the train into central London. The city whizzed by the window, a blur of towering buildings, red double-decker buses, and bustling crowds. "Wow," Lina breathed, feeling overwhelmed by the sights and sound. "It's a lot, isn't it?" Sofia chuckled. "But don't worry, you'll get used to it." They arrived at Sofia's flat, a cosy studio apartment in a quiet neighbourhood. Sofia showed Lina around, explaining the city's layout and the different modes of transport. The next day, Sofia took Lina exploring. They rode the tube, the city's underground train system, which felt like a maze at first, but Sofia patiently guided her. They visited Buckingham Palace, where Lina watched the changing of the guard ceremony, the guards in their red uniforms, a fascinating spectacle. Later they wandered through Hyde Park, a vast green space in the middle of the city. Lina enjoyed watching people picnicking, playing sports, or simply relaxing under the trees. It felt like a welcome escape from the city's constant energy. Over the next 2 days, Lina explored different areas of London. They strolled through bustling Oxford Street, overwhelmed by the endless shops, and took a boat trip on the River Thames, admiring the iconic Tower Bridge. In the evenings, they sampled different cuisines: Indian curries, Italian pizzas, and traditional British fish and chips. One day Sofia took Lina to Camden Market, a vibrant place filled with stalls selling everything imaginable. Handmade jewellery, vintage clothing, and quirky souvenirs. Lina found a beautiful seashell necklace that reminded her of home, and Sofia got a bright pair of pink sunglasses. As they wandered through the market, Lina spotted a street performer, a young man playing the saxophone. His music was beautiful, filling the air with a melancholic yet hopeful melody. Suddenly, a loud engine roar startled them. A group of motorbikes spread through the market, causing people to jump out of the way. Lina, startled, tripped and fell, dropped her new necklace. The clasp broke, sending the seashells scattering across the ground. Tears welled up in Lina's eyes. It wasn't just the necklace, it was a symbol of her new adventure, and now it was broken. Sofia knelt beside her, placing a comforting hand on her shoulder. "Don't worry, Lina," she said gently. "We can fix it, or I can help you find a new one." But Lina only shook her head, wiping away her tears. "It's not just the necklace," she mumbled. "I feel lost, overwhelmed." Sofia understood. Leaving home and adapting to a new city could be hard. She pulled Lina into a hug. "It's okay to feel lost," she said. "London is big and loud, but remember, you're not alone." After a few moments, Lina took a deep breath, feeling Sofia's warmth. She realized that being lost didn't mean failure. It just meant she was still exploring. The next day, Lina felt a renewed sense of determination. She and Sofia visited a free museum with a breathtaking collection of ancient artifacts. They took a cooking class, learning how to make traditional British scones with jam and clotted cream. Lina even mustered up the courage to order coffee in a cafe, surprising herself with her newfound confidence. As days turned into weeks, Lina started to feel more at home in London. She learned her way around the city, made new friends, and even started practicing basic English with some of Sofia's neighbours. One sunny afternoon, Lina and Sofia were picnicking in Hyde Park again. This time, however, Lina felt a sense of belonging she hadn't experienced before. The city, once overwhelming, now felt like a place of endless possibilities. "Look at you," Sofia exclaimed, handing Lina a slice of homemade mango cake. "You've come a long way since you landed, all nervous and wide-eyed." Lina took a bite of the cake, the sweet flavour filling her mouth. "I have, haven't I?" she said with a smile. "London isn't so scary anymore. It's actually quite exciting." "Exactly," Sofia said, beaming. "You've explored new places, tried new foods, and even learned a few new words in English." Lina pointed to a group of teenagers playing football nearby. "Yeah, I can understand a little bit now," she said, trying to recall one of the phrases she'd learned. "They're asking if anyone wants to join the game, right?" Sofia laughed. "Spot on, Lina. You're a natural." Over the next few weeks, Lina's adventure continued. She volunteered at a local charity shop, sorting through donated clothes and chatting with friendly customers. She discovered hidden gems, a small cafe with delicious Brazilian coffee, a cosy bookstore full of second-hand treasures, and a lively pub with traditional folk music nights. One day, while browsing through a market, Lina saw a familiar shape glinting in a stall filled with trinkets. It was a seashell necklace, very similar to the one she'd broken. A smile spread across her face. This wasn't a replacement, but a reminder of the time she felt lost, of Sofia's comforting presence, and her own newfound confidence. Lina bought the necklace, a symbol of her big city adventure, a journey that had been both challenging and rewarding. London, once a distant dream, was now a place she called home, at least for a while. And who knew what other adventures awaited her just around the corner. Vocabulary notes. General. Embark on. To begin a journey or activity. Example, Lina embarked on her big city adventure. Bustling. Full of activity and noise. Example, London is a bustling metropolis. Spectacle. An impressive public event or sight. Example, the changing of the guard ceremony was a fascinating spectacle. Vast. Very large in size or amount. Example, Hyde Park is a vast green space in the middle of the city. Wander. To walk around without a particular goal. Example, they wandered through the market. Sample. To try a small amount of something. Example, they sampled different cuisines. Vibrant. Full of life and colour. Example, Camden Market is a vibrant place. Melancholic, sad and dreamy. Example, the saxophone music had a melancholic melody. Determined, having a strong desire to do something. Example, Lina felt a renewed sense of determination. Belonging, a feeling of being part of a place or group. Example, Lina felt a sense of belonging in London. Endless, having no limit. Example, the city felt like a place of endless possibilities. Places. Airport, a place where airplanes take off and land. Example, Lina landed at Heathrow Airport. Flat, a type of apartment. Example, Sofia's flat was a cosy studio apartment. Tube, the name for the London Underground railway system. Example, they rode the tube to explore the city. Palace, a large and impressive building that is or was the home of a king or queen. Example, they visited Buckingham Palace. Park, a large public area with grass, trees and sometimes lakes. Example, they wandered through Hyde Park. Market, a place where people buy and sell goods. Example, Camden Market is a vibrant market. Museum, a building where objects of historical, scientific or artistic interest are kept. Example, they visited a museum with ancient artifacts. Cafe, a small restaurant serving coffee, tea and light meals. Example, Lina mustered up the courage to order coffee in a cafe. Pub, a British public house where people can drink alcohol and socialise. Example, Lina discovered a pub with traditional folk music nights. Shop, a place where goods are sold. Example, Oxford Street is overwhelmed by endless shops. Food, curries, a spicy Indian dish. Example, they sampled Indian curries. Pizzas, a baked dish of Italian origin consisting of a usually round base topped with tomato sauce and cheese and often various other ingredients. Example, they sampled Italian pizzas. Fish and chips, a traditional British dish of battered fish and deep-fried potato chips. Example, they sampled traditional British fish and chips. Scones, small round baked cakes. Example, they took a cooking class learning how to make traditional British scones with jam and clotted cream. Mango cake. Mango cake, a cake made with mango. Sofia handed Lina a slice of homemade mango cake. Feelings. Nervous, feeling worried or anxious. Example, Lina stared out the airplane window, a knot of nerves twisting in her stomach. Overwhelmed, feeling that there is too much to cope with. Example, Lina felt overwhelmed by the sights and sounds of the city. Lost, feeling confused or unsure of where you are or what to do. Example, Lina felt lost, overwhelmed. Comforted, feeling relieved and supported. Example, Sofia placed a comforting hand on her shoulder. Determined, having a strong desire to do something. Example, Lina felt a renewed sense of determination. Belonging, a feeling of being part of a place or group. Example, Lina felt a sense of belonging in London. Excited, feeling happy and eager. Example, London isn't so scary anymore, it's actually quite exciting. Story written by Google Bard AI. Image created by desgo.com AI. Please check out my new blog at www.steveuk.blog. Thank you.